there protesting and saying this shit has to stop. This government has to go. These politicians have to go. We need a new system in place. Everything needs to change. Everything. That's the only way. And they understand that people are not going to do that because, you know, you're waiting for the next season of something to come out. You're waiting for the next Jordans to drop. You're waiting for the next episode of something. You know, got a party coming up. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Bills to pay. It's gonna take a collective effort from everybody, you know, to get it done. Iceland had a revolution. Iceland overthrew their government. They locked away their politicians and judges, all the crooked people who basically collapsed the economy there. Plain and simple, it's not so hard to do once all the people are united on something. And Iceland wasn't having it, and they had their revolution. Haiti had their revolution, and look what happened to them. Look what happened to Haiti. They had their revolution, then all of a sudden you get this huge earthquake. All this money raised for Haiti, all the presidents came out then, you know, come help the country, help Haiti. Troops supposed to be donating stuff, but then, you know, disappeared. You go look at Haiti now, nothing is built. Everything is still messed up. But Haiti had their revolution. And America must have a revolution. But they understand that if we came together, as I said before, and had a revolution, if black and white people, Asian, it doesn't matter, Hispanic, if everybody united and had a revolution, this is what will happen. We would win. They know at this point in time that they cannot win. They cannot win. They have plans in place to affect the small amount of people that's actually going to have the balls to protest and to come out and say something. They can control those crowds. There's no way a crowd should go out there and not outnumber the police force or the National Guard. You should have enough people out there to outnumber them, to get your voice heard. And if everybody is peaceful, there's no reason for them not to be. Plain and simple, they need to fill the numbers. They need to understand that if they do something stupid, there's more people. Demands need to be made. People need to make shit happen. Or else that's it. It's us against them. That's how you got to look at it. Plain and simple. It's us against them. They are going to continue this. It's not going to stop. It never will stop until they complete their agenda. It's not going to stop. It's the same shit y'all keep falling for every single year. Same stuff. They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it until eventually it happens to you and you're caught up in whatever bullshit they do next. Somebody you love is killed or you yourself is killed. Then that's the end of it for you. The rest of your family, everybody else got to keep going, you know, continue on with the whole situation until, you know, these people have their way. And the time is running out. Because soon as they can control enough people, soon as they can control, you know, everybody who they need to control in this country, in America, you know, that's it. So, you know, you got to look at them getting rid of, you know, over 800,000, you know, workers, immigrants, people that came here to work, people who are born here, as a matter of fact, I should say. And they want to get rid of these people. And, you know, it's crazy, but it's 800,000 less people that they have to deal with. Not to mention the fact that, you know, you're gonna have people that's gonna follow them out of the country if this whole thing goes through, you know, with DACA. And now that this storm has happened, you know, the interest in that is gonna, you know, dwindle away and start, you know, pointing towards more towards the storm and, you know, the aftermath or what have you. So another thing that will kind of disappear because of the storm. A lot of people won't be talking about it except for the people that's going to be affected by it. And they can, you know, drastically drop the numbers. And, you know, that's less people, as I said, they have to worry about. But you got to start looking at this stuff in a different way. It's not going to get fixed politically on their part. It has to get fixed by the people. But if we're arguing about black and white, we're arguing about stupid shit, nothing is going to change. And some people don't want it to change. A lot of people think it's about party, Get rid of this party, Republican, Democrat got to go. These people should not be elected, yada, yada, yada. Congressman this, senator that. A lot of people think it's politics when it's the whole system. It's not politics. It's the entire system. That's all a collective. They go hand in hand. Everybody's been talking about this for years. It's not something that we can look at one group of people and say it's their fault. You got to look at everybody. These people, again, are put in place to protect the people, to help the people, and they are not doing that. What's going on? These people are bought off. They are doing nothing for the people. What is it going to take for people to wake up? You have a lot of people down south, a lot of people going through this storm. A lot of them are not going to come out of it patriotic. Trust me. They're going to be pissed off, especially black people who are not patriotic in this situation right now. Because we understand, we've been saying for years what this system was trying to do, what they are doing. And we can look at what's happening to us and say, something is not right. This is not right. And you're going to have your celebrities, you're going to have your famous people go back into hiding and hide and keep their fucking mouth shut and try to raise more money to give to the Crooked Red Cross and these people, who's stealing donation money. How much has to happen, in America for people to get it? I mean, we keep getting bombarded with stuff year after year. You have, false flag attacks. You have mass shootings. You have, unarmed black people being killed. You have this storm now. You have so much that the media is showing us, so much stuff that's going on in America, and nobody is looking at the stuff and saying that it's all connected. It's all part of the same thing. From Obama being elected to Trump being elected. Everything you got to look at and be critical and say, this is part of a plan, and it clearly is. But continue to think happy thoughts. Continue to believe everything that you are seeing is just part of the plan, just part of God's plan. Just natural stuff that's supposed to happen, that the government will prevail, they will clean up everything, they will make everything right again, and that these laws that will be passed are for the best interest of the people and are made to protect the people and help the people. This is what your average, person believes. They think it might be something wrong, somebody might be crooked, but they think it has to do with money. That's the first thing people goes to. Oh, well, the government is doing this because of some kind of money. It's all about money, money, money. When you got to look deeper at the situation to understand that these people print the money. It's not about money. When they have it all, when they make the money, it's deeper than that. And a lot of people don't want to contemplate it and put it together because it scares them. They don't want to think deeply because they are afraid of what they might find. A lot of people just want to put their head down and think happy thoughts and, curl up to a movie and popcorn and just think happy thoughts and everything is going to be right and everything is going to be perfect and fine in their little world. They don't want no troubles. They don't want no problems. If they comply, everything will be fine. And if you feel like that and you're white, then it probably will be. But if you are black, then you understand no matter what you do, you're going to have to feel the consequences of what's going on. That is going to affect you the most because we're seeing it. I wouldn't be caught dead in the storm with the cops out there with no cameras around and everybody going through what they're going through. I mean, they can kill you and that's it. It won't make the news. If it don't make the news, nobody knows. Your family will know, but if they don't air it and put it out there, who else is going to know? They can put stuff on social media, but everybody's still not going to see it. It's not going to get traction because even though what you're putting up there is serious, it still has to compete with twerk videos. It has to compete with music videos, little funny, sketch videos. It has to compete with so much stuff that is more interested to the American people than somebody being killed unfairly. Now, if it has to do with black and white, yeah, to get traction. But if you're white and you get killed unfairly, then what? It doesn't get as much traction. So, we fight in the same battle, but we arguing about what guns to use. Fighting the same battle, but we're arguing about what shoes to wear. It's stupid. We want the same shit, but we're arguing about stupid stuff to hinder us from getting exactly what we both want. And the majority of the people do want peace. They want to live their life and take care of their family. No problems, no trouble. They don't want to see what they see on the news. They don't want to, understand that people are being killed unfairly. It bothers some people. And, you know, when you throw in race into the whole thing, of course, if your race is constantly being, accused of murder, genocide, and it affects you. It affects you. So, you know, it's only normal that people feel, defensive about, you know, what they're seeing. But it's also only natural that black people defend what they are experiencing, what they are going through on a daily, what they have to worry about when you see such a thing on the news. See, it's easy for people to just, you know, have an opinion about something that is not affecting them, you know, but something that you have to actually worry about. I mean, think about that. If somebody tell you that, well, don't go outside, they're killing white folks. You white. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It's a problem. Somebody have to fix this. If you keep seeing videos of cops killing people, you get pulled over, you might be killed. We're not supposed to feel no type of way about it. Not supposed to protest or feel some kind of way. You know, even though, as I always say, protest ain't really going to do nothing, but we still have the right to do so. We still have the right to say something. And the problem is, you know, leadership is lacking. Leadership is bought off, paid off, and leading people in the wrong direction, which is why we're seeing these protests not result in any real actions. What the fuck happened to the NAACP? What's up with them? What happened to the black activists? What happened to, you know, everybody started to see through, you know, Jesse Jackson, fucking Al Sharpton, who has, you know, a show now. So people see through them now. So when they come, we know ain't nothing going to get done. They're there to steer clear. So people figure that out, so we don't see them no more. But there's nobody left. There's no real activists out there that has a platform that can actually reach people nationally. It's up to, you know, people who put out videos like me to try to, you know, gather information and put it out there. But, you know, we too busy arguing amongst ourselves about stupid shit that nothing gets done. And then we get attacked by our own people just because we said one little teeny thing that they disagree with. So, you know, these people are winning. They are fucking winning. And I can see it. Other people as well can see what's coming and what's going to happen based upon our actions and how we're going to get so fucked by it and so caught up by everything that's coming crashing down. You know, it's crazy. It's going to be, you know, monumental. And it's going to be nobody left to really react to it in a way where something good can come away from it. They will win. And it's going to be harmful, especially to black people, which is why I don't understand why, more than anybody, you should be engaged in something, trying to help in some way, more than anybody. But, you know, power, video games, sports, all kinds of shit that don't matter. But at the same time, people rather consume these things that is pointless rather than get actively engaged in something that's actually going to save their life and their family life and their existence, their future, everything. We're so lost. It's crazy. And, you know, I'm going to be attacked by my own people, you know, for putting out this video, trying to help my own people. A lot of people want to take it and run with it, as far as, you know, religious wise and what have you. And we have the same interests at the end of the day. Pay attention to what's coming, to what they're going to do at the end of this storm, what's going to happen, the laws that's going to be passed, and, you know, how the economy is just going to really be affected. Because, I mean, I'm just crunching the numbers and thinking about what comes from down there. I mean, it's going to be a big problem. So this is all bullshit. I'm just crazy. Everything I said is wrong. None of this stuff is going to happen. We have nothing to worry about. Anybody who believes that this storm is anything other than a natural disaster is a crazy conspiracy theorist. And this is how a lot of people are going to feel. That's what they're going to think. It's the happy thought they're going to tell themselves to get through, you know, the situation, to try to make themselves feel better. A lot of people don't want to discuss religion and politics because they want to just feel good and have happy thoughts. They don't want no problems in their life. They don't want to talk about this stuff. You get those people, you run into them, I don't want to talk about politics, I want to talk about religion. These are the people that are really affecting the country, that are affecting the world. These are the people who want to be silent and want to run and hide when shit is going down. And, you know, want to not listen to the facts about what can really affect their lives. People just don't want to hear it. They don't want to do anything. People need to understand what's going on. They need to be made to understand, but until it's too late. You got a lot of people that feel that way that's going through this stuff right now in the South. You got to look at another thing. You know, last 5 presidents had to deal with some kind of major event, you know, dealing with America. Trump with this storm. You even had Obama with, you know, all the killings of black people and ISIS or what have you. You had Bush with September 11th and everything. The war on drugs, you know, between Clinton and the other Bush. There's always been something major here in America. Every time a president, you know, is elected and becomes a new president, he deals with a major event, a war on something, some kind of major event in America. You have to think about that. It's just, you know, step by step, we're seeing the agenda being hatched out and them dealing with it. And because of whatever they caused to happen, because all this stuff I just named, they caused it, they're going to react a certain way to get us to react a certain way. And, you know, laws are going to be made, things are going to be created, and, you know, it's going to affect us and, you know, bring them closer to their goal of this, you know, new world order or what have you. So people can believe what they want to believe. We are seeing the truth, the facts right in front of our eyes. If September 11th happened, 9/11 happened, buildings collapsed, and there was no, National Security Act or, you know, the whole everything that we're seeing with TSA or what have you, and all these laws and rules passed as a result, then you can say, well, it was just, you know, terrorism. But everything changed then. Everything is completely different because of that. And now, you know, we can see the results, and it's going to happen with this situation as well. And they wasn't even finished cleaning up with, you know, Katrina in Louisiana. You know, Detroit, again, as I said, is still messed up. The government has not stepped in and acted and fixed anything. It's not going to happen in the South. It's the same thing is going to happen. They're not going to fix anything. And as a result of this storm, you know, things are going to be changed. Laws are going to be created to basically strip away more liberties from the people. But I just wanted to speak on this and to just think. There's a lot more I can go into that I'm not even going to waste my time going to, because there's a lot of videos popping up about a lot of this stuff that people need to pay attention to. But I wanted to just, you know, speak on it and say something to get people to know where I stand as far as what I'm seeing. And of course, you know, if you watch my videos, you understand what I talk about. It's not normal. It's not something that was supposed to happen naturally. This is something that was, you know, inflicted on the people. And as a result, you know, we're going to be dealing with a lot more in America because of it. And that was the agenda. So power to the people. Plain and simple. If the people don't do nothing after this, if people don't wake up after this, if we keep seeing the same shit, racism, bullshit after this, that's game. It's game. It's over. Divert your attention away from whatever bullshit you think is important and put it on these situations, because we're coming into the end. I'm not talking about the end times and all this stuff, These people are hatching their plan. They're hatching their plan, and we're seeing it unfold even more so, more than ever. War is coming. It's coming. Be prepared for it. War is coming. And we're going to see what happens as a result of that. The simple fact that they're talking about North Korea having nuclear tests, you know, in the middle of all the storms or what have you, tells you war is coming. Something huge, even more bigger than a storm, is coming. And if the people don't stop it, because believe it or not, you stopped a lot of things before that you do not realize. But if the people don't wake up and just bombard the internet with this kind of information, bombard the internet with information about, you know, weather modification, just to bring attention to a lot of people. Even if we debate about it back and forth, so what? We talking about it. They need to understand that people don't believe that this is natural. So, you know, it's going to take the people more than ever to bounce back or to curb their agenda, you know, longer. So, you know, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch, you know, and listen. If you live in Florida, if you order DVDs and you are not going to get it, make sure you send me an email, please. Send me an email so you can get a refund, or, you know, send me an email to where, you know, someone else you might want to send. But, you know, just let me know, because there's a lot of people that order from Florida. And, you know, I already got an email from my people about Florida and what's going on down there, and how, you know, what are they supposed to do as far as sending out the packages. So if you order from Florida, if it's a problem, definitely, you know, send me an email at therealmerkabah@gmail.com so I can straighten the situation out and, you know, get that taken care of. But thanks to everybody taking time to watch. See you guys next video.